Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Brenda, and for today's video I will be decorating my kitchen, and I'm so excited because if you are new here, I just recently moved into this home and this is a whole new space that we're decorating. And also, if you haven't noticed, I repainted my kitchen cabinets. They used to be like this grayish blue color, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that's just not my vibe. So we did end up repainting. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I'm about to give you a little tour and a little glimpse of how everything looks before we start decorating, but I also changed all of like the hardware and stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna quit chit-chatting and we're gonna hop right into it. Okay, so this is what the kitchen looks like, and this is after repainting everything. And I just love the way it looks. It's a lot warmer and it just feels a little bit more like me. But anyways, I did end up getting some new bar stools as well. I absolutely love these. And they have like this little cushion there, which is nice. And I can remove it if like the kids are eating on here and everything. But I just love like the warm wood. I think it really warms everything up. And yeah, and then once I add all my decor, then it'll feel even more like me. So I am planning on changing out the pendant lights. I do love these, but I actually want them to be fully covered where you don't see the light bulb, because at night when we turn that light on, I just feel like it's not the vibe and the mood that I'm looking for in terms of lighting. I want it to be like a candlelight so that the light is only pointing downwards and not reflecting off the glass onto everywhere. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyways, that is what that looks like. And then for the knobs, I went with an unlacquered brass, and it just looks like that. And then these used to have also knobs, but I decided to install some longer ones, and I just love just like the look that it adds. It makes it feel a lot more high end, and it just it feels more custom. So, and well, anyways, let's get to decorating. Starting from the left side of the kitchen, I like to keep things very simple but intentional. So I added this beautiful marble tray as a base. It's one of my favorite things for like grounding smaller items. And then I also layered it with this small vintage pot that I found at Olive Atelier a while back. And I filled it in with my wooden spoons. And I think it's just a great way to add warmth and a rustic touch to my kitchen. Next to that, I tucked it in with a tiny ceramic bowl, which is another thrift find. And I didn't have garlic on hand today, but that's exactly what it's meant for. Moving over to the stove area, one of my favorite features of this kitchen is that the countertops carry up as a backsplash, and it just gives a seamless elevated look. And I wanted to add a little art here, so I use these strong utility hooks, and they're super sticky and can hold just about anything. And I hung this small art piece that I DIY'd a while back with Mod Podge to give it an aged, almost painted on texture. On the right side of the stove, I leaned two vintage breadboards against the backsplash. They add a nice bit of texture and warmth. Then I styled my spice mills, which have developed this really pretty patina over time, and I just love pieces that get better with age. I also added this small hand-carved Mayan statue, and it's just a little nod to my roots and a tiny touch of Mexico in this corner. For the far right side of the counter, I styled a wooden tray from HomeGoods with a couple of cookbooks, my cream Smeg kettle, and a little pot that holds teaspoons, and it's practical but still feels very styled, and it's worked very, very well for us. We've been using this kitchen for a while now, and I just really love the way it looks. On the stove handle, I added one of those super popular striped towels from HomeGoods, and technically it is a hand towel, but I think it works as a kitchen towel just as good. And for the runner rug, also a HomeGoods find. I'll try and link the exact one or something similar down below if I can. Now moving on to the kitchen island, I kept it very minimal. I placed a travertine bowl with a single bar of soap. And for a little floral moment, I used my vintage French crock from Olive Atelier and I filled it in with these faux Real Touch hydrangeas. They are so soft and natural looking and I just love it so much. So at first I had placed the breadboards in the back corner, but I actually decided that I wanted to move them and I placed one under the French crock and I think it just really finished off this island. And then just to top it off, I used a little gingham napkin just as a little cute accent. All right, well, that was it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I do like to keep things very, very simple, so hopefully this video wasn't too short for you guys, but I do have tons of other spaces that I will be decorating and I will be taking you guys along with me. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.